So, first thing we do with Sales Navigator is you want to create lists.
Yeah.
So, we've got lead lists here. So, I've just put it by geographical area and first line connections. So, I've got Lancashire, she's finished the Lancashire, Manchester, Yorkshire ones now. So, she's done whatever that is 400, 700, 850. She's now starting on Birmingham, London, those lists. Let me tell you what I do there. So literally all I do is search for an area. So let's look at Bristol. Um, there we go. That's where I want to be. So we've got Bristol. There's 500,000 results. So we definitely don't want that many. But that's fine, because then what we're going to do is here under relationship, we're going to put first degree connections. That takes it down to 148, so that's perfect.
See, I always like putting posted in LinkedIn in the last 30 days. So those 72 are real gold, but you do the lot.
I just do the lot. For this purposes of this. And then what you have to do is you have to select them all and save them to a list.
Yeah. Yeah, that much I know. That much.
A pain in the ass because you have to do it on each page.
That's all right.
You can't just select the whole list. Have you done that, son?
Yeah, on 33 minutes.
You put it on 33 minutes on the right temperature. What about the microwave? You put the microwave on 20 minutes on no temperature, and that'll act as the time of when your burger needs to go in. Right, so if I save that to the list, we'll have a look. Save to list. Yeah, Bristol first line connections. So yeah, then you just have to. It's annoying that there's not a scroll at the top as well.
You can do
Like,
it.
I'll do the burger voice. Yeah. Add these to the list. This is a.
Do you want to go and sort him out there, Carol?
No, it's fine. The chips have to go in for 30 minutes, and the burger only takes 10 minutes. So I'm alright for 20 minutes. And I'll go and do the burger, then I'll come back. I might be crazy, but I always said to my kids, because when I was young, I did a lot of like housework and looking after brothers and things. I said to my kids that I wouldn't make them do anything until they were 18, so long as they concentrated on their studies and got good grades.
Bloody hell! I'm the complete opposite. The minute
That's what's happened.
the minute they were knee high to a grasshopper, right? They were like serving themselves very, very. Like I'm the opposite to you there.
I know.
Because they're four. We got
down the
four.
middle line, you know. But like, I just have memories of Sundays spent ironing my brothers and my dad's shirts, and you know.
It's really funny. My mother-in-law's
cooking
like that.
and all that, and I'm like, I want my kids to have a childhood. I want them to just enjoy being a kid.
It's really funny because my mother-in-law is exactly the same. She had 5 brothers. She was a slave to them. So she won't whenever she's round, she won't let us do anything.
Yeah.
She'll do she does everything. So there's an in between.
There it is. It's too late now because they're 18 and 21. So.
A bit late now. But if you could change anything, would you?
Yeah, I probably would introduce some sort of like pocket money scheme. Because again, you know, I gave Phoebe the choice when she was 12 or 13. Because my dad gave me an allowance every month. I had to buy everything out of that allowance, including my clothes and everything. So I said to her, you can have an allowance, or I will buy you the essentials that you need, you know? So, you know, but then, you know, it's up to you. A pocket money allowance or I'll buy you what you need. And actually, you'll probably be better off with the second deal. And that's turned out to be the truth.
so this
So-
Bristol one.
So, yeah, let's have a look at Bristol. So
Well,
you go
before you go on, let me just see. So go back to that Leeds list.
Yes,
So you got all your people in the list,
yes,
and let's say you wanted to do a B&I one. Just say you'd go
Yeah.
create the lead list.
yeah. So you'd look for BNI, and just click go. And then you'd have BNI under your keywords.
Yep.
Again, I still want first degree connections for now, because first of all, it makes the list manageable. The list's too big, it's better to have.
So I'm going along with you now, and we're gonna see the difference. So yeah, first degree, B&I. Yep. What next?
So then you have to create the list and put them in it. So you select them all and you do save to list.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't got one called BNI. I actually have got one for Manchester called BNI, but anyway, I'm just going to do this. Create lead list. BNI first degree. Create and save. So page 1 is saved. Then you have to scroll down.
Oh my God, how many pages you got? I got like more than 16.
Oh yeah, I've got 7. Each time you have to save the page and save it to the list.
It's all right. Nuisance.
It is a nuisance, that's what I said. It's like, it'd be great if you just select the whole list.
Why have they not thought of that?
So idiots. And also to have the page numbers at the top as well as at the bottom, because you have to scroll all the way to the bottom each time. Oh, look who's in that. Look who's at the top of that list there.
There you go.
George.
So you create these lists for your. I'm terrible with names. So
Yeah,
you'll
Kelly. I create these for Kelly. I mean, she could do it, but, like she says to me, she doesn't know if there's somebody in that list that I don't want to send it to.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been a couple, so what I tend to do is I create the list, and then I just go through it and have a look. So I'm going to go into my list. While you're saving, let me know.
All right. So you've got your first degree. Do you make it smaller then?
What do you mean?
So once you've got your first degree BNI, you've made the list for it.
You then just run through it
Yeah.
and just see if there's anybody you don't want to be in the list. Like I have Chris Cardell in my list. Well, I don't want to send him the details because he's, he could be somebody who'd be likely to go, well, I can do that and I can do it better.
Yeah. Well, I don't fancy that.
So I've taken a few people out of the list, like sort of Nigel Bottrell out of the list.
Yeah, and maybe BNI directors might think it's spam, maybe. Or would you keep them in?
I've just kept everybody in. I've only taken people out. Like Janet Mayo, she's already applied, she's already got one
Makes
through
sense.
us. So I'm going to take her out of the list. There's no point sending her the list again. I'm going to take Tracy out because she's my ex-business partner and I don't know, I might leave her in, it might be. No, I'm going to take her out.
Yeah, I can see loads of ex-members here as well, which is interesting.
I'm going to take Shirley out of the list because she's a friend of mine and already knows about it. And then if there was somebody who was like, too low level, you might take them out. I tend to be connected to a lot of business owners. And in B&I, mostly they're business owners, aren't they? So that's easy. In terms of the list, makeup. It's if the amount of people that you found in your search was too big, you could then make the list smaller by doing.
I like that 30-day thing, but for now,
For this, for the purpose of this, because I get answers now from people that we sent the message to weeks and weeks ago. So I think it's worth doing it for this particular specific thing. I wouldn't do it if I was inviting them to BNI as a guest, you know, or something like that. That wouldn't be worth it.
mm-hmm.
Infection, yeah.
So now I've got 306 people on that list,
Right.
and I haven't gone through it like line by line like you. And then you give the template to your girl, and she just
And then I
inboxes.
just know
How many a
what's on
day?
this list, and then she goes into the list, and then you will see on the messaging. So let's have a look at this one. So that's the message.
Would you
There's one
send
on
us that?
17.
Would you send me that?
Yeah.
You've done it before, but I'm gonna make sure that I've got that under control.
Okay, so I'll just put it in the.
Because I've got a lot of extra